Hey everyone, this is Kim with Abundant Life Tarot, and I thought it would be fun to do a quick video, an updates video about me personally, and just a little touch base with you all. I do have another channel and my business update video that's coming out that I've already recorded, but this is the day before Thanksgiving, and I wanted to get on, have a little chat with you about what's been going on with me personally. And it's nothing bad or it's a little heavy. 2018, let me just dive right on in. 2018 has been definitely a year that has been stretching me and challenging me in ways I've never been challenged before. Professionally, personally. Losing two close dear friends this year was very traumatic, and just most recently, the fires in California have been taking kind of like center stage in our life. Normally, I live in Sacramento, California, which is in Northern California. And we are used to fires, and I've lived here for my whole life. So that's 38 years of living here. So I'm very familiar with the climate. I'm very familiar with just the flow, the weather systems and what's traditional here and what's not. And yeah, we've been in a very, very long drought, 7 years to be exact. It's been trying on our just on everything, to have to deal with living in a drought. And so one of the risks of living in a drought is fire. And every year without fail, we have a typical fire season. This also goes without saying. Fires are also to be expected, but this particular fire it's turning out, and I don't want to go on out and just say stuff that I don't know yet, but it's turning out it may be related to the power company, PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric company may have had something to do with it, but we don't know, and I'm not going to jump to any conclusions. We'll let the experts figure all that out. But nevertheless, having fires here every year, especially living in Sacramento, which is a valley, it's very much a part of our experience here. It's not uncommon to have smoke in the air in the summertime, in heat, and like the sun, like orange, and everything around you is orange and hazy, and you having to be concerned about air quality because of that. Not because of smog. We don't really have like the smog issues like Los Angeles is known for. But when a forest fire, when a fire is happening, the way that Sacramento sits is in a valley, so all the smoke from the state can just like come and like collect into and make like a little bowl of like smoky soup. So it was trying, like our kids were, and many of the folks who work outdoors, mail was affected. My husband's job, he works outside in construction. He was also called off to work. It was just too hazardous. At the office I work at, they were like, you could choose to leave if you want. Obviously it's safe indoors. So I didn't really leave because I was like, well, it's safer indoors. But where my office is, it was actually like right in the path of where the smoke was coming in, like really close, and actually in the whole state was like near, like it was actually at the hazardous level. So I was doing readings and I realized, I was like, am I talking out of my head right now? Because I'm doing these readings and I'm raspy and I'm like not feeling that great. In my head, I was like, some things would come out of my mouth and I'm like, did I say that? What's going on? And I realized the smoke was starting to affect me. So I was like, oh my gosh, is this the way it's going to be? And not to mention the devastation that we've seen. This is just like little inconvenience compared to what people have gone through over the past couple of weeks. It has been cray-cray. I mean, people running for their lives, getting burnt alive as they're running away. Like, very sad. Losing everything. And losing, people losing relatives in their lives. And a whole beautiful little town is gone. Gone. And areas around it, gone. So, I mourn for that. I love this state. I love where I'm from. I really wouldn't want to live anywhere else. And I say that all the time and people get all mad. Like my friends like, oh, you always say that. You just haven't lived anywhere else. I don't really want to live anywhere else. I love my state, but it has challenges living here. And this is one of them. And what I was so pleased and happy to see is everyone coming together like we do in crisis and, really trying to figure out ways to help people, paying for hotel rooms, housing people. So many people in my office, friends that I know, were having strangers even come and stay with them. It was just so beautiful how we all rally together when the going gets rough. It's sad that it has to take a catastrophe, but sometimes it takes a catastrophe to bring people together. What are you gonna do? With that being said, because I work in the insurance industry, it's always a possibility that I may have to be called to catastrophe duty. That is always at the back of my mind, because when you sign up to work in the insurance industry and you just sign up to know about claims, then you probably are promising also in your employment agreement that you will agree to deploy when time. And so that's been weighing on my mind. It is near Christmas time at the time of this recording. I mean, it's Thanksgiving tomorrow, but I'm thinking I have so much going on with my family, my work life, my business. I'm like, whoa. And then the catastrophe. And I'm like, whoa. Just whoa. And so also it was a trip with the smoke thing. In the fire, obviously you think about your mortality as you think about the beautiful souls who have passed on and who are no longer with us here. And then you start thinking about your life and what all you want to get accomplished and what you want to get done. And it just, yet again, I've had a lot of moments this year where I've been faced with, okay, you want to live your life with some meaning and purpose each and every day and make it as enjoyable as possible. In 2013, I had a blood clot in my left lung, a pulmonary embolism. And the smoke this past week, what happens is when my lung gets bothered, whether it's a chest cold or, what started this problem for me was the blood clot, which when it happened, it caused the blood cells, or there was no blood going into that part of the lung. So that part of the lung died, and it was painful. That was for me, one of the more painful parts of having a blood clot, was the part of feeling my lung dying. So as I'm doing readings and I'm taking breaths, and I could feel where the little clot was. And every time I get a bad chest cold or something like that, I can feel it, like it's a reminder. And it was that was one time that I was faced with my mortality, was with a blood clot to the lung. And it was after a catastrophe that I worked. I was so stressed out during that time in 2013. But this time is different, I'm wiser now, and all I want to do is just help people and get them on their way, That's why I like tarot too, is because it's just another form of helping people and getting them on their way. No matter what they believe, no matter their past, no matter where they're headed, doesn't matter. All it matters when you're helping people in that situation is the now. Feeling better in the now, getting better in the now. you know, what is it when you are shifting your new perspective in the now? What is it when you're steering your ship? You know, you're kind of not, you know, I can't think of the term. It's at the tip of my tongue, but everything, all your power is in the now. And so I just look at that. I'm like, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to be able to breathe. Yeah, I have pain when the air was so thick. I was so sick the first time I realized, oh my God, the air is bad. I mean, it was so thick. It was so thick. And so I was sick to my stomach even. I rarely get sick to my stomach. I'm like that person, like the complete opposite of like, there's people who like always get sick to their stomach. I'm like the one who can count on one hand, like, and I was not feeling well. And I'm just grateful. I have so much to be grateful for. You guys, I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for my family and my friends. I mean, obviously, I'm grateful to breathe and be alive and to have a warm home. Guess what? Today it rained. That's a blessing for us in Sacramento, right? Because it helps clear out this bad air, and it will help put out the fire somewhat. The bad news is that they still have not found all the bodies that have not been discovered yet. And that makes it I get all emotional again. It makes it very difficult for the search team to be able to find the bodies when the water is like, you know, causing the bones to drift down to areas where they've already excavated or drift into other areas where you wouldn't expect to be looking for remains. And it's a time, man. It's really a time going on. So, yeah. So I was like, yeah, we're going to do a giveaway. We're going to try to let me have some distractions going on. And, yeah, one of the big distractions that I've been working on is reworking my website and trying to make it more of a one-stop shop for my customers and for my content eventually. And so it's just been a bear because I'm doing it myself. Like, I'm like a jack of all trades, you know, and it's a challenge. But I welcome a challenge. I like a challenge. It's how I roll. It's what I do. Oh, but what I was going to say, I forgot. I just went on a weird little tangent. So I'm grateful for rain, the mixed bag of blessing that it is. But I'm grateful. I just wanted to say that. I didn't want to say, just leave it hanging that I'm not grateful, God. I'm grateful for the rain. I am. We have been so in need of it for so long. It didn't rain in months, I don't think. Anyway, so I'm all over the place because it's just been such a time for me. A time of growth, a time of reflection, a time of connection. Yeah, and some exciting times too. Like, I've had some exciting things going on and more to come on my website. I actually have been recording a lot of content to go for both YouTube and my website. And one of the videos I record is about my first like negative experience and with, you know, my little tarot business. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So that's kind of fun. Now I say. Yeah, that's going up. Some things I just kind of want to keep more on my website versus like on the greater YouTube channel. So I'll keep you guys informed. And like I said, there's another updates video coming down the pike. But I'm so grateful this pre-Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh. I was having mic issues last month and I have a new mic on its way. But this one is holding on. It's barely holding on. But hey, what are you going to do? So I was going to ask my cards. Spirit, for 2018, for this Thanksgiving, what is Kimberly most grateful for? Oh, a jumper. You know how I roll. Hold on. Oh, Five of Fire, stress. I'm most grateful for stress. Well, oh, Spirit, love you. But you know what? Let me tell you, this has been such a teacher for me this year. The Five of Fire, it has. I have had to butt heads in the corporate world and had to really learn how to work together and get things done and have to deal with different egos, my ego included. I've had to deal with different things as I'm creating my tarot and online business that I'm working on, and conflicts that arise with that, because it is a service-oriented business, so that is definitely a part of it too. Conflicts with just my inner conflicts and all these different passions and things I'm trying to pursue. Conflicts with my family. They want more of my time and energy, but they recognize it's like I'm trying to pursue things. So stress has been a big teacher for me. It's been teaching me so much. The stress of what's been going on in our political climate, which again is also going to be more on my website and not so much on the YouTube channel, because I don't necessarily just want to air all my belief system and thoughts here on this platform. It's more appropriate on my website. That's what I'm finding. So more, like I said, more to come on that. But yeah, I am grateful for it. I'm much stronger than when I started out a year ago. From, Thanksgiving 2017 till now. And yeah, it's been stressful, both on at the societal level down to the personal level, down, universal to a personal level. And it's been a good teacher. So yeah. Would I have liked to have like something like the Empress card jump for this? What am I most grateful for this Thanksgiving? Yeah. But this is even better because it's Five of Wands and it is the truth of the matter. All right, so as a community, what should we be most grateful for Thanksgiving 2018? As a community. Oh, 2 cards jumped. Wow, interesting. So, daughter of air, I believe that's in this deck. The Page of Swords. And 5 of Water, loss. And maybe these cards are like really being impacted, this one especially, about what's going on in our world today, But yes, it appears just like it says, with the 5 of Cups, some things feel like it's completely at a loss and not salvageable, and there's nothing to be gained. But the truth of the matter is there's many things to be gained if you're going to have to shift your perspective. So for us, even though there's great loss that happened this year for a lot of us, there's the blessings to see on the side of it, on the other side of it. And actually there's something bigger going on, moving towards our greater good. We also should be grateful for the daughter of air, new beginnings in thinking, having some new clarity of thought. I swear that dog startled me so tough. I think it's either the delivery person or someone who lives here. Hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I'm back. I had to deal with the delivery person and my dog, and so that interrupted my little channel flow I had going on with the Five of Water and the Daughter of Air, both signifying like an internal intuitive liberation going on as a result of loss. You know, the irony is not lost on me that it's like, looks like a drought-filled area where things appear to be all gone, but really, you know, are things really all gone? From here on, we can now intuitively move towards something better, something more strong and secure than what we've got going now. You know, something, we can move towards something that takes care of us, that sustains us, that prepares us for the future in a way that we haven't before. You know, with the Five of Cups or Five of Water, you know, it's about veils of ignorance being lifted. You know, an illusion that we've created and clung to is now dissolving, and it has to. And we need to welcome this wake-up call. And it's because of loss that we're having this massive wake-up call. And it's something to be thankful for. It's a huge something to be thankful for. It may not appear to be right now something to be thankful for, but it is. And the Daughter of Air is bringing in those new ideas, those new liberating ideas that can really set us free. That, you know, we were once bound by things that could potentially destroy us. Well, now we can look at ways of how we can be better and stronger and move forward better and stronger for it. Not all is lost. So we have a lot to be grateful for when we see others suffering, when we see a lot of loss around us. We can hold steadfast to new ideas where we can help, you know, heal suffering. Because when others are suffering, we all suffer. We are naive if we think we are not, but we are all connected in one way or the other. And so it's important to think of us collectively, you know. I don't know. So yeah, I've just been this Thanksgiving and huge Thanksgiving in gratitude for breathing, for even something like for some people it would be simple like the rain. For us, it's everything. You know, we were, in my opinion, mildly inconvenienced. Yeah, our kids had to be out of school, and I kind of joked, you know, like some kids are out of school for snow days. Our kids are out of school for fire and smoke days. You know, so minor inconvenience to what people have lost. There are people that I know who have lost everything. And so I just invite all of us to really just fill up your heart space with love and gratitude for yourself, for your life, for you, your family, but then also hold space for a new beginning, an easier transition for those who are going through some things right now. It may not even be with the fires. Maybe there's something locally going on in your community where people need that loving light and energy. Because sometimes we need to hold space for those who are not there yet. We have to hold, that's the power of prayer and meditation and holding space for others, is you hold them up when they are too weak to hold themselves up, when they can't be in the headspace of seeing, hey, you know, from the rubble and the ashes, something more beautiful can arise from this. They can't see that right now, but we can hold that space for them. So that's what I'm feeling on this pre-Thanksgiving Eve, and I'm just filled with gratitude. I'm filled with gratitude for my life, for the air I can breathe right now without a mask and without pain in my chest and my throat and my eyes and my head. I'm I'm grateful for my kids, my husband, my family, my friends, you all, the world, all its inhabitants, even the dreadful ones. I'm grateful and I'm thankful. So that's that. A big old long ramble. I'm sorry if I took up a lot of your time. I just felt called to say these things and throw some cards. So much love, many blessings. Happy Thanksgiving. Even if you don't celebrate it, and I can understand why, I celebrate in the sense that I always love an opportunity to fill my heart up with gratitude. So there you go. Happy Thanksgiving.